Good morning, students. Students, we are doing the chapter Light. In this chapter, we did all the topics related to the chapter, like image formation in plane mirror, then law of reflection, spherical mirrors, image formation in spherical mirrors, then uses of mirrors. All these topics we did. We also did the exercises like A, fill in the blanks, exercise B, that is true and false, then exercise C, that is tick the correct option, and exercise D, in which we have to write the short answers to the questions. Now today I am going to start exercise E of the chapter. Exercise E, question number 1 is, state the law of reflection. Describe an activity to show that incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. Now the answer of the question is the first part of the question, law of reflection. The first law is the incident ray, the normal at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. And the second is the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection are equal to each other. Now second part of the question, for that, to show that incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane, we will take a plane mirror and we will fix it on a plain sheet of paper. Now we will draw an incident line AB, and then we will see in the mirror and mark the points on the paper where we guess that the ray will travel after getting reflected from the mirror. Try to understand it. At first we have to draw a line which is incident ray, and we will see the image of it in mirror, and then accordingly we draw a line which shows we draw the points which shows the path of the ray after getting reflected from the mirror. Now we will remove the mirror and draw a perpendicular line on the mirror line, and we will join the points to make the reflected ray. We will see that incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal will in the same plane, that is on the sheet of paper. So we can say that incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. In question number 2, some ray diagrams are given in which only incident rays are drawn. You have to draw the reflected ray. That means you have to trace the path of reflected ray in the given ray diagrams. And as you can see in the pictures that what will be the path of reflected ray in the ray diagrams. Now in question number 3, you have to draw a ray diagram to show the formation of the image of a point object by a plane mirror and a convex mirror. In the picture, both the ray diagrams are drawn. The first one is the ray diagram of the image formation in a plane mirror, and the second one is the ray diagram of the object of the image formed in a convex mirror. In question number 4, 3 persons are standing at points P, Q, and R in front of the plane mirror. Now the question is, can P see himself in the mirror? Also, can he see the image of Q and R in the mirror? Now, the person who is at point P, he cannot see himself in the mirror, but he can see the images of Q and R in the mirror. In this question, the person which is standing at P, he cannot see himself in the mirror, but he can see the images of Q and R in the mirror. In question number 5, with the help of a suitable diagram, you have to explain the meaning of the terms. For a concave mirror, the terms are center of curvature, pole, principal axis and focus. Now the first one is center of curvature. You can show it in the diagram also, and then you write the definition of center of curvature. That is, the center of the sphere of which the concave mirror is a part is known as center of curvature. The next one is pole. It is the central point of the given spherical mirror. In this case, it is the central point of the given concave mirror. It is known as pole. The third one is principal axis. The line which joins the pole and the center of curvature of the concave mirror or of the spherical mirror is known as principal axis. And the last one is focus. The point on the principal axis. The point on the principal axis where all the rays incident parallel to the principal axis actually meet after their reflection by the concave mirror is known as the focus of the concave mirror. In question number 6, the question is, what type of mirror is used in the following cases? Is the image formed virtual and erect in each case? The first one is makeup mirror. As you know that we use plane mirror as makeup mirror and the image formed is virtual. The second one is rear view mirrors of vehicles. All of you know that we use convex mirror and the image formed is virtual. Reflecting type telescope, concave mirrors are used, but the image formed is virtual. Sieving mirrors, concave mirror is used, but the image formed is virtual. So we can say that in all these cases, the image formed is virtual and erect. So students, we have completed all the questions of exercise E. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.